Advisors, and of course my co-host on the weekend show When Retirement Happens here on the Big 550 KTRS. Good morning, Kevin Lloyd.
Good morning, McGraw and Kelly. How you both doing?
Fine.
We're doing great. Let's talk a little Social Security, which is, I know, part of your bailiwick, and you always love to tell people that if you're paying for Social Security, chances are you're doing something that is causing taxes on your Social Security. Explain what that means.
You're right. If you're paying tax on Social Security, you disqualified yourself from receiving Social Security tax-free. But today I want to talk about that, but I also want to talk about I keep seeing people coming into my office that just are not doing it correctly. They're leaving thousands of dollars on the table with Social Security, and a lot stems around the law change and how confusing it is. Social Security office is confused, financial advisors are confused, but I'll tell you, we're not. And so we know how this works. But I just want to kind of give you an example. I'm going to give you an example of a wife who's 62 and a husband who is 65. Now, the reason I picked those ages is the wife's in the new rules and the husband's in the old rules, so to kind of give you the difference between the two.
Right.
Now, the new rules say that you can't switch between your benefits from your benefit to your spousal benefit, okay? The old rules say that you can, okay? So, for example, this couple, the wife's benefit was $1,357 at the age of 62. The husband's benefit at 65 was $2,470. So a total of $3,827. So when they went to their financial advisor, their advisor told them just to go ahead and turn on their benefits. When I sat down with them, I said, I don't think you want to turn them on right away, but let's just hold off a little bit and see what makes the most sense. Because here's one thing that you could do to pick up extra money. And I began to explain to them there's three major categories that you have to look at in order to maximize Social Security. The first one is your individual benefits. The second is your spousal benefits. And the third is your survivor benefits. And a good strategy is going to make use of all three of those categories. And I've seen the difference between a good time to draw Social Security and a bad decision on when to draw be the difference of over $100,000 over their lifetime, which could mean the difference of watching every nickel or going on an extra vacation. So I said, here's one thing you can do. Let's hold off on Social Security. I'll show you how you can get your income to make up for that. But next year, when you, the wife, turns 63, your husband's going to be 66 years old. You start your benefit, wife, at 63, so your check's going to be $1,425. Now, your husband, because he falls under the old rules, he can take a spousal benefit off of your record. They call it a restricted application for the spousal benefit only. So he's entitled to 50% of her full retirement check. Now, her full retirement check was $1,800. I know she's only getting $1,425 a month, but he's entitled to half of the $1,800, which is $900. So he's going to get paid this spousal benefit, and while he's delaying his Social Security, he's going to get these guaranteed 8% credits to his Social Security plus any cost of living adjustment. And so when he turns 67, 68, 69, 70, he's going to turn his check on. His check's going to go from $2,470.65 all the way up to $3,571 guaranteed by the government from Social Security. So their combined check went from $3,827 when their advisor told them to turn it on to the difference of when I told them to turn it on to almost $60,000 a year for them.
Wow.
So they picked up a ton of extra money. Now, that's a difference from what that advisor said versus what we said. The difference between the worst decision versus the best decision, they picked up an extra $136,000 over their lifetime, assuming life expectancy at 90 with a 1% cost of living adjustment.
Now, Kevin Lloyd, I know you well enough to know that you do this all day long. You help people sort of navigate Social Security. You're the only one I've ever heard talk about this, including when you send people down to the Social Security office. They oftentimes don't know the rules and give people the wrong advice.
They do. I've actually had them do that to my own clients when I sit down. I sit them down and I say, now listen, I'm going to prep you before you go down there. They might not even know what's going on, but this is exactly what you want to do. If they tell you you can't do it, all right, ask to see a supervisor, okay? Because I've had them say that my clients couldn't do what I told them to do. I said, get a supervisor. And if their supervisor doesn't do it, don't sign anything. Call back, and we'll walk you through this again to get you back in there to get it all done correctly. Because unfortunately, I don't think they're trained properly. I mean, you're going to get some people down there that understand what's going on, but they don't know you. They don't understand your situation.
Right.
And so they can lead you and give you advice when they're not supposed to that could be very detrimental to you, and you lose. Like this couple could have lost $136,000. I mean, over the next 20, 30 years, that could be going on. I don't know about you, but I'd rather go on an extra vacation than give it away to Social Security.
I hear you. All right, Kevin Lloyd, 314-641-1010. That's the phone number. You have a tax seminar set up for when? February 28th? That's sold out or filled up, right?
So I have a tax seminar coming up next week on the 28th. That one's sold out. I got one on the 15th of March. That one's sold out as well, too. I mean, these are all actually overbooked. Last time I had to bring in like 8 extra chairs because everybody showed up. So the next one is going to be on April 5th. I haven't really even announced it to anybody yet, but we're going to do it on the 5th right before. That's going to be the last one before tax day.
Well, you just announced it to a couple people anyway.
I did. Yes, I did.
All right, so April 5th. So the website, whenretirementhappens.com. You can certainly find out more about some of these tax seminars. No cost, no obligation, but you do need a head count. You can certainly call you, 314-641-1010, and you can always listen to that brilliant show on the weekends, When Retirement Happens, with you and me. Kevin, have a good week. Thanks for checking in. Good stuff.
You too.